Miracle of Pakistani Tekken. I never finished watching this. I wanted to watch this, but I never finished. It was a really good video. I never finished it though. 2B and Tekken.
2019,
they could!
Pakistan surprised everyone when they proved they had some of the best Tekken players in the world. Arslan Ash won both Evos that year, earning himself a
And he just won this Evo.
Sponsorship. Atif Butt and Always Honey would get first and second place respectively at Tokyo Tekken Masters, and Bilal would win the ultra-stacked LCQ event at the TWT Finals. The running joke was that getting past visa issues
Pakistan has like the best Tekken
the
players, bro.
Itself. The
Why are you
Pakistani
spamming
passport
in my
ranked
chat,
the
bro?
4th lowest for visiting other countries, which is why Arslan Ash famously got stuck in transit for 3 days on his way to winning Evo Japan.
Yes, there was a time when I lose all my hope and I decided to go back home.
So how does Pakistan, a country that doesn't even have official distributors for PlayStation or Xbox, get good enough to beat the best in the world?
They don't have distributors?
There's no better way to find out than to actually go
You
there.
can't.
So we went to Lahore.
You can't get an Xbox or a PlayStation in Pakistan?
Which is the second largest city and home to the best fighting gamers.
Oh, good thing they have it on PC now. Because Tekken didn't used to be on PC.
Commentators, Soul Dragger and Silver Fox.
I know in like MK, you can't get MK in Japan. MK is not allowed in Japan because there's too much gore. I'm pretty sure MK is illegal in Japan or something like that. It's something like that.
Scene. Let's go, Gerald.
Yeah.
You came in the right
You want viewer battles today? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The first thing to know about Lahore is that it's a center for the arts and culture of the Punjab region, an area that includes eastern Pakistan and northwest India. It's the birthplace
MK
for
too
much
brutal
of the
for Japan.
Filmmaking,
I don't think they allow it because it's
music.
the amount of blood or
So
something.
no surprise,
it was
this
something.
Is where
I
culture
don't remember what it
gaming
was.
Could grow as well. Lahore is precisely where you'd have a liberal arts university inviting FGC people to provide a guest.
So you don't really see any
and esports.
You don't hear of any Japan MK players. It's not. MK isn't allowed in Japan.
Now they've got multiple events, so they call it Festival. It was basically a film festival with all of the other stuff, fighting game tournaments as well, alongside all the film competition and sports competition.
And Ichi's low-key slept on.
I think it
I remember when I went to
when
I went to Japan, I went to the arcades. I went to like several different arcades. There was no MK. There was Guilty Gear. There was BlazBlue. There was Melty. There's Tekken. There was everyone playing a bunch of crazy different games, but there was no MK.
Games are imported and
not a single bit of MK.
Market. But imported goods are not cheap, especially when their prices are not adjusted for the country's purchasing power.
If you get a graphics card or a console, it's now considered a luxury item and taxed like that. So PlayStation 5 is probably like $800 here.
Yo!
When I was growing up, I don't remember if there
what
was
the hell?
Bombs?
Wait, what are you talking about? No, if someone makes some bomb joke, I'm banning you. What?
So inflated. It takes a while.
If you want a PlayStation 5 in Pakistan, you gotta pay $800
to everybody else.
These prices make
Jesus
gaming
Christ!
Hobby, but there is a way for many Pakistani gamers to get video games for free.
Back in those days, I'm sure.
Don't they just go to like arcades or something? I don't even know.
Getting it from Saudi Arabia.
I don't even think they have them in arcades.
Go to pilgrimage every year.
Saudi Arabia is where the holiest site in Islam is located, the Mecca. Each year, about 1 to 2 million Muslims make a pilgrimage there.
There's like 800 and 900 if you want a PlayStation 5 in
which is a
Pakistan.
religious duty to carry out at least once in a lifetime. Since Pakistan is over 96% Muslim, most people are going to make that trip.
If you're going abroad and you're coming back, it's a custom to bring something for your, especially for the kids, right? And consoles is the easiest no-brainer for any adult who doesn't even, understand
consoles expensive.
They were readily available.
You better get some candy or something.
Price in Saudi Arabia.
Pakistan inadvertently got introduced to video gaming through a Muslim ritual.
I'm just going to pray my Maghrib prayer. It's the 4th prayer of the day. We pray when the sun goes down. It's been a long time. I haven't prayed here, so let's go. Let's pray.
Damn, he actually went to Pakistan just for this Tekken video.
But
this
the
is
ones
crazy.
Who still had no games at home.
That's pretty cool.
Did what everyone else in the world did: go to the arcades.
Yeah, I knew it. They have to go to the arcades. There's no way. How many people with $800 for
an arcade, which is mostly Tekken with.
If a PlayStation 5 here costed $800, are you buying a PS5 or Xbox? I don't think anyone's parents is buying that. There's not a lot of parents that would buy their kid a
But the first thing that stood
$800
out was
PlayStation
this
5.
wall of electricity meters in plain
Well, how much is a
sight.
PlayStation
These
5
giant
now?
batteries on
500,
top of
400
cabinets.
is already cutting it a lot. 800 is crazy.
Face a lot of power issues.
Imagine telling your parents that I want a PS5. They see that price, $800. They gonna throw your ass a Switch Lite. In fact, they gonna throw your ass a Switch.
Face blackouts, sometimes multiple times in a day.
This summer, my schedule was 10:15 in the
throw your
morning,
ass a Switch.
4:15 in the evening. And
That's
then, like,
insane, bro.
9:15 at night. So that's 3 hours of power outages that I
rough.
have to adapt into my schedule.
And then when they go to the
Adds the cost of
arcades,
setting up
sometimes
systems
there's
like
power
my
outages. That's
PS
rough.
Or a PC, and I want to play during power outages. I have to set up a UPS system, right? An uninterruptible power supply system.
The next thing I
Bro,
noticed was
that's
that
crazy.
these machines were not coin operated. The cabinets were clearly just running console versions of the game, so I wondered how customers paid.
Oh, so they're not running arcade
I wasn't ready
versions.
for the answer.
That whole coin-operated system still exists in a certain way. They introduced a sort of honor system.
Because like,
play like
there's
a-
no arcade. These aren't arcades. They're running these consoles with like the booth. So like, if it's not an arcade, where do you put coins in? Oh, you don't. You have to like pay up front or something, or like
Sets, first of 5 sets, they'd be keeping track of how many times they lost. And once everything was done,
They kick 'em off the
reported
scene?
back to the desk that this is how many games I lost, and as many games as they lost, that was the amount of coins, virtual, imaginary coins that they have to pay.
what? Oh no, yo! So if you lose more, oh my god. So if you lose, you have to pay more. Oh my god, because they don't have arcades. They don't have the arcade versions. It's not an actual arcade. They have PlayStations in there. They're just locked behind the booths. They're running PlayStation versions of the game at the arcade. They don't have it like an actual arcade thing where like you can get coins and all that. No,
As many games as they lost.
This is
that was
Pakistan.
the
They don't have
amount of
that.
Coins, virtual, imaginary.
Yo,
coins that
that's
they have
rough. So if you just keep losing, you have to pay so.
to pay.
Oh
Even without
my
a winner
god.
stays on coin-based system, they still maintain the arcade competitive spirit.
You see that guy?
Winner
You know
stays
he
on
lost.
coin-based
This
system,
guy, you know he
still
just lost.
maintain the arcade competitive spirit, where each game is a mini money match. For the hardcore tournament players, there's
Oh,
even a breakdown
no, bro.
controller area with smaller low-lag monitors. Another thing I couldn't ignore was the claw grip that many Pakistani players use to press buttons. The first time I saw this up
Claw
close
grip?
was when I filmed Arslan Ash practicing in Thailand. Why do Pakistanis play like this?
Like accidentally used to press other buttons, like so then I changed this grip and then I moved to this. Also, the thing is that if you can see, then I have some kind of
It's like a bump.
dead skin on here, and also here I have dead skin. So I think this is the problem with me. So when I used to play like this, I couldn't play because this.
He was messing up his wrist.
So then I adopted this play style.
Damn.
After Arslan mentioned
He had to
his
change up
wrist,
his whole grip.
I started to notice that the edge of some of these cabinets had rubbed off exactly where you would place your wrist.
Oh wow,
Also, the
they was
arcade
fucking up
buttons
their
were
wrist
spaced
playing on
much
these
further
arcades.
apart than the typical
So they all
arcade
started doing
layouts you
claw
see
grips.
elsewhere.
So they don't have to like
These
hold their
wooden
hand down
cabinets
like
are
this.
unique because they were designed and built by the locals.
जाहिर सी बात है बंदाई ने हमको यहाँ
That's bad,
वगैरह
bro.
कुछ चीज कैबिनेट्स वगैरह तो भेज नहीं सकता
That's why you gotta be careful if you playing like an arcade stick
उसको डिजाइन किया
or a hitbox. If your posture is bad, you're gonna fuck up your
तो
wrist.
हमारे लड़कों के लिए ये भी एक
That's why you always see me like with this wristband
दो
on.
साइड पे खेलना
Cause I already have bad
और
wrists.
इससे एक तो
Or at least my right wrist is already
गेम
bad
भी
from
उठा
making
तो
so many
कोई
videos,
किसी
from
को
editing and stuff.
हाथ या बटन वगैरह नहीं देख
My
सकता
wrist is already fucked up.
तो इससे
That's why I play on a
लोगों को भी
hitbox.
फायदा हुआ लोगों की प्रैक्टिस
I can't play on a regular controller for too long.
कोशिश की कि अच्छे से अच्छा मटेरियल लगाएं इसके ऊपर और इसको रनिंग में लेके आए
This guy, he
And the wrist pain would never go away. I have it permanently. It's never gonna go away. So like I always have to wear this. I mean it still hurts, but like it is what it is. I just gotta firm
He's
it.
pretty good at the woodwork and stuff.
Grow another hand is crazy.
He's the founder of the Crash Body in Pakistan.
Okay, wow. This is the Itra shopping center where they build arcade cabinets and sell them. You can also find imported games.
Now
and
these are the actual
here,
arcade
But
cabinets.
what caught my eye were all the scraps from old gaming machines.
Oh no,
Gaming
they're not
equipment is
actual.
expensive and scarce, repair becomes a necessity. But without official repair centers, it's difficult to source the parts. Third-party repair centers like Gaming Tech Pakistan rely on scavenging parts from broken equipment to
Wow.
fix consoles, arcade boards, or controller.
So they make the consoles and put it inside the thing. Just call it an arcade machine.
Anything, you basically just come here.
You know, it's not like an actual arcade machine.
Retro thing that I need fixed. These are your guys.
It's just an arcade booth with a PlayStation inside or
for
Xbox.
as many people as possible. If a cabinet needs to support a 6-button game, drill some more holes. If the game
Damn.
doesn't need all the buttons, put them in an arcade stick.
लोगों को यहाँ पे बहुत मुश्किल है इन चीज़ों की खास तौर पे ये जो पार्ट्स हैं ये जब
They got it rough over there,
तो
man.
जितनी कीमत का होता है उससे डबल कीमत में पहुंच जाता है
See with the pain?
आधे से तकरीबन 70%
Got my foot
लोग
taped
तो
up
ऐसे हैं
for like 6 months
जिनके
with
पास
severe
इतना ही
micro
नहीं
tears.
है
Damn.
इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे
Took a
compete
step out feeling like my foot was getting
तो वो
stabbed.
देसी
Jeez,
यहाँ पे
that's
जो भी
crazy.
चीज़ मिलती है उसका बना के उस पे खेलते हैं प्रैक्टिस करते हैं
Tekken music is
उनके शौक-
godlike, bro.
उनका शौक देखें आप कि वो उनको कुछ सस्ती चीज़ भी कोई हल्की चीज़ भी मिल जाए तो वो उसके ऊपर भी खेलना शुरू कर देते हैं क्योंकि शौक का तो कोई हिसाब नहीं लगा सकता कोई जिसका जो शौक है उसी हिसाब से वो करता है
They gotta go hard for the game you love, bro. Imagine you love a game this hard, but then like they don't sell the game where you are.
Also runs Maniac's
Well, they don't sell the console where you are.
The fighting game community and a training ground for the best players in the country. There's a wall signed by FGC people passing by, and a welcome message still there from when Nee came to visit. It's a place to practice, but also a place to hold tournaments and exhibitions.
ये जो इवेंट है ये मैं एक लीग करवाई है ताकि लोगों को पता लगे कि ये 1 मंथ की लीग है
Imagine y'all ABA addicts. Imagine you couldn't play ABA at home because you had to pay $100 to get the console overseas to you.
कैसे खेलना कैसे प्रेशर हैंडल करना
So you have to go to arcades.
जो प्लेयर स्पॉन्सर नहीं है जिनको पैसों की जरूरत है वो तो जीते और प्राइज वगैरह हासिल करें उनको पता
That's just how it is, bro. That's the game you love. You gotta go hard for it.
इवेंट होते हैं और मैं जब ईवो गया था और मैंने वहाँ पे देखा कि लोग इस चीज़ को कितना सीरियस लेते हैं तो मैंने फिर इरादा किया था कि इंशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान जाऊँगा.
Some ABA band would actually pay $800. How the hell? If they're an ABA band, I find it hard to believe they'd actually even have $800.
सक्सेसफुल है और आगे भी मैं इसका सीजन 2 भी करवाऊंगा इंशाल्लाह बहुत जल्द.
ये कम्युनिटी जो है ना ये
They're gonna be not eating for a while or something.
एक जगह इकट्ठी रहेगी एक दूसरे का साथ देगी तो इनको कोई भी नहीं हरा सकता. पाकिस्तान टेकन एक मौजा ही है ठीक है. अरसलान की जो परफॉर्मेंस है उसने इसको यानी कि अकम्प्लिश किया और अगर अरसलान ये परफॉर्मेंस ना देता वहाँ पे तो अभी भी हम स्ट्रगल ही कर रहे होते हैं. तो अब पूरी दुनिया की नज़रें हमारी टेकन के ऊपर हैं. इंशाल्लाह ताला लड़के मेहनत कर रहे हैं और आगे निकलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. हर बंदा एक दूसरे से आगे सबकत लेना चाह रहा है.
That boy's playing a cool. He cooking. Look at that damage. Sheesh.
But as much as I love Tekken and competitive fighting games, I thought calling it a miracle was a bit much. But then I went to Lahore City Square
This video, it's about to be end.
and saw this.
It's over. Arslan ass. What the hell is this? What is this?
Many thanks to the Pakistani FGC for helping me
What
make
was
this
that?
video and bearing with me every time I said a place reminded me of Dark Souls. This was Gerald from Corey Gaming. Thanks for watching.
Maybe because they could touch grass in between, huh? That ABA players is not touching grass, bro. That's too hard for them. That was Arslan on a billboard. I couldn't recognize it because of the glasses. That's crazy. What is that? There's another video that was really good. I mean, there's a lot of really good videos. Corey Gaming makes crazy good videos.